Give a big round of applause for Sara, Marble.
Say we get a Plexus accent. I'm trying to compose myself. Real into that. Thank you guys so much. And yes, for those of you who have asked, I was the pregnant nun last year. How many of you have remembered me something a little bit different after this? So I want you to know that I'm not quite as confident as Sheila is. Not quite as witty as Deborah was last year. And I certainly don't have as phenomenal of a testimony as Connie, but I'm still thrilled to be here to share my story with you. I'm also a little more emotional because I was born. Kleenex. So bear with me. All I can say is, wow, what a difference a year makes. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Sara Marble, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. In November of 2010, when I started taking Plexus Slim and Accelerator to get rid of those last 15 pounds that I couldn't shake after baby number 2. He was 4 then. Not so much baby anymore. I signed up strictly to get the products at wholesale. Within 4 months, I was down 25 pounds and 16 inches and buying clothes smaller than I had in high school. I became a product of the product and people started noticing. After I started losing my weight, my husband started sneaking my slim. He was a little bit hesitant and skeptical about the business opportunity, but didn't want to support my involvement with the company. I ordered some business cards anyway, just so I could give them to all of the people who were asking about my weight loss. I soon had a few preferred customers and started seeing some potential. Now you have to realize, I was a very busy mom of 2, working 12-hour night shifts as a labor and delivery nurse, and really felt like I had no time to spend starting a new business. I started talking to friends and family about the amazing products that Plexus had to offer, and I got my mom to sign up. Although she'll tell you that she did it just to help me. So in 6 months into my Plexus journey, I had a few customers. I had my mom as my team. I started hearing about the first ever Plexus convention that was to take place in June of 2011. I was really excited. I really did see the potential in the company and wanted to do more and learn more. Just before the convention, I signed up my husband so I could have a real team before I went to a convention. I remember being so excited as I dragged my mom up to the registration table. She was just looking forward to a girls' weekend out with me. I was eager to learn about how I could get my business going. From the first minute of the first session, I was mesmerized. So many wonderful people, such great energy in the room, and so many stories of lives being changed. It was part pep rally, part training, a load of inspiration, and more fun than I had had in a really long time. It was so great to be in the room with our executives as well as the first few emeralds in the company. We traded business cards, I asked questions, and as the weekend progressed, I was hooked. I wanted in, and I wanted to go all the way. I started dreaming, hoping, and planning for big things. After the first night following the winner's dinner and reception, I couldn't sleep. My brain would not turn off. I was making contact lists, thinking about goals, and reeling from an amazing evening of being wined and dined by Plexus Worldwide. At the close of the convention on Sunday, my mom, my upline Amy Sage, and I made a plan. We set our goals and decided that we were going to make it to the top. So how did we do it? The key to our success, I feel, in our team building was launching our weekly Monday night meetings. I remember being terrified at the thought of getting up in front of people and doing a presentation. And look at me now. Amy and I prepped and planned, and with note cards in hand, we started our weekly meetings in Slidell, Louisiana in the weeks following the convention. It was amazing and wonderful and terrible all at the same time. People actually came and listened, and as I tripped over my words and felt flushed in the face, I pressed on at our first meeting. At the end, people thanked us. They had gotten some information about our products, they had learned a little bit about our compensation plan, and got to meet some really good new people. And better yet, they came back next week. and they brought people with them. My team was then born. Week after week they came, and week after week I got more confident in my presentation. People who came to the meetings as guests left as ambassadors, and I saw amazing growth in our team. My twin sister signed up, and then my brother-in-law, and then my little sister. It became a family effort, all of us sharing, can't look at them, our goals and dreams together. My brother-in-law Robert has been gracious to us over the past year and lets us use his restaurant every single Monday night. It's a great place to host our meetings. It's been wonderful to say, same time, same place next week, and everybody knows where we are. A huge thank you to him, wherever he is out there, for letting us have the meetings there at the restaurant. And he's almost seen our goal. So if you are here and you wonder, how can I grow my team? Remember, find a meeting, go to the meetings, learn all you can. If you don't have a meeting close to you, start one. I didn't think I could, and I did, and it was wonderful. Now I want to take you back a little to my personal goal setting because I feel this is essential if you are at all interested in building a team and getting going. A year ago, I had 10 pay points under me. Yes, 10. My mom, who had just signed up to help me, and my husband, who I signed up without him even knowing. The Sunday morning of the convention last year, I took a deep breath and wrote my goal down for what I wanted to make, Ruby. I wanted to be Ruby in 4 months so that by the time I went to Destin for the leadership retreat, I could be proud of reaching that goal. And guess what? I did. As our team grew by leaps and bounds, I soon realized that we needed to add some ambassador trainings. I then sought a second level form, and then a third, and then a fourth, and so on, and before long it took on a life of its own. I also have to tell you that after getting healthy and fit with Slim, I ended up getting pregnant with our wonderful surprise of baby number 3. Now pregnancy isn't graceful and glowing for me. It's very ugly. I throw up for about the first 20 weeks, and then I blow up like a balloon. And remember, I'm a labor and delivery nurse who was working 12-hour night shifts and missing out on my boys' soccer games and t-ball games. I was able to resign my position after the convention last year, thanks to Plexus. So while I was team building and sharing Plexus Slim, all while being miserable and sick and pregnant. We continued our weekly meetings, and I proudly announced my Ruby status at the leadership retreat in Destin. I was thrilled. So it was natural that in achieving one goal, I needed to make another one. In October at the retreat, I set my next goals. I wanted to not only earn the points to be Emerald by my due date in March, I also wanted to be one of the top 10 Emeralds in the company. That gave me 5 months to get from Ruby to Emerald. And guess what? Yep, you see, I achieved both of those goals. In the same month, that I gave birth to my precious third son. That's where the hormonal part comes in. I also earned the 1,500 points I needed to make Emerald and squeezed in at the number top 10 in the company. I dreamed it, I set a goal, I made a plan, and I went for it. And you can too. Oh, and one last thing before I go. That husband of mine who was skeptical and actually against me doing this at all, he's now senior gold and building a team of his own. In this economy, even with a master's degree as a nurse anesthetist, his job security isn't a guarantee, and he sees Plexus Worldwide as the chance to be financially comfortable and hopes to retire from his real job sooner rather than later. Not to mention that my income is now rivaling his. He actually wrote down some of his story about his journey with Plexus for all of his friends who started asking him. So I'd like to share with you, he's an author, so it's like 10 pages. So I have edited down a paragraph, so I'm going to read you just a little bit. This is from my husband. For anyone who is skeptical, so was I in the beginning, but here's what I'd like you to know. Without question, network marketing gives individuals opportunities where maybe they hadn't had any before, all with little to no startup costs. Anything else that you try to do for a living is going to have quite a bit of startup costs, combined with the required effort of varying degrees. Those committed to finding ways around or through inevitable obstacles that get in the way will generally succeed where others may have failed. Did I work my butt off? Well, not really. I drank a drink that tastes like Crystal Light once a day, lost weight while telling others about it when they asked me how. I'm down 38 pounds and have kept it off for the last 6 months. I'm proud to say that my husband John is now looking forward to a Ruby promotion by next month, and all he does is take the products and share its success. In closing, I would just like to say that you can do it. Whatever it is that you have to set your goal at, it's yours to attain. You are here at an amazing convention and will be given the tools, the motivation, and the inspiration that you need to succeed. Take this opportunity to set those goals, make your plans, and dream big. Pick the brains of the new people that you meet, see what's worked for them. Step out of your comfort zone and mingle. Ask questions and learn. Learn all you can this weekend so that you can go home and maybe pay your bills instead of living paycheck to paycheck. Or maybe lose just a little bit more weight. Maybe you can help a friend get off those prescription medications. Or you could set a course in this company that could change your life forever. You could be like me. I'm now totally working from home, making all of my own hours, raising my 3 amazing boys, being the mom taxi that I was born to be. I'm supplementing our income with enough to pay for private school, a brand new van, which now I'll get my Lexus too. And I wish I would have known that. And I'm working a ton and working to eventually be totally debt-free. I'm also thrilled that I know the secret of getting rid of this baby weight from number 3. And isn't it fitting that that's where my whole journey began? Just trying to lose a little weight after a baby. I'm Sara Margaret, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide.